So one thing I wanted to do as well was do a tier list of the games I've played on stream this year. And I figured, because I don't know if I'm going to play that many more games before the end of the year, I figured this is a good representation of what I've played at this point. This is every game I've played on stream. The one game, I guess 2 games that aren't on here that I've played on other streams include Escape Academy and Keep Talking and No One Explodes. Those are not on here. I will not be tier listing those. But if you want to go see me play those, go over to, again, go check out Cosmic Cadence. So there's 2 games I absolutely know where they're going to be on this list. So I'm going to go ahead and throw those on right now. 1, Tunic. S. I've talked ad nauseum about this game. This game is amazing. Go play it. F, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. It was terrible. It 100%. It's just bad. It is technically competent, and that is the only praise I can give it. It is bad. It is the worst game we played on stream this year. I hate it. So we'll go through the rest of these. Firewatch. Give us your reasons why. I mean, you could just go to the end of my playthrough and I'd give a bunch of reasons. The biggest reason was I hated how the only things required to beat the game were the weird parts of it and had nothing to do with the actual, because the game is set up to appear to be like this weird supernatural murder mystery. And oh, for Tunic too. I'll do Tunic in a minute. I'm gonna get angry and then Tunic will be our palate cleanser. For The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, you can do these, like, piece together these murders that happen, because that's what the game ostensibly portrays itself as a supernatural murder mystery solver, which seems really cool. And so you try to solve these murders and piece together what happened through the clues in the environment. And it's not bad. It's not the most intuitive system in the world, but it kind of works. The problem is none of those sections of the game are required to beat the game. Not a single one. None of them. The parts required to beat the game are these other very weird things, like where you chase a spaceman through the woods, where you go through this witch talking to you segment where she asks you a bunch of questions which have no bearing on the game whatsoever. Sometimes you can't even actually make a choice in time. And those are the parts required to beat the game. Now, of course, the reason is, spoilers for Ethan Carter, by the way, that this is all happening in some kid's mind. And there's some, like, lore clues that lead you to that conclusion. But I always felt like the twist would have worked better if the murder mystery stuff, what they should have done is the murder mystery stuff should have been, if you solve those and then get to the final section, you get one ending, which is like short and kind of is whatever. Then if you find all the weird side stuff, which are the actual requirements to beat the game, then you get the full picture of what's happening and you get like the real true ending. That's what it should have been. There's also like the random one mine section where you're trying to activate a Stargate and it's the only section in the game where you can die. It's like a weird stealth section that feels completely out of place with the rest of the game. Like, I don't know. There's just gonna have to answer that later. You forgot about that part? Yeah, I know. I've tried to as well. So yeah, there was a lot of bad about that. The reason I'm putting this as an F, and I don't think I'm gonna put any other game as an F, is because this game could have been good. And they just did a big old fumble rooski. And that's what really draws my ire. It's not if you make a bad game. It's if you made a bad game that could have been really good. And that's, to me, why The Vanishing of Ethan Carter gets an F. And not like a C. Because, I don't know, it's probably a C to even B game. Oh my gosh. Mama Hybrid, please. The spider kill. We'll get to that. Don't worry. We'll get to that. That's what made me so mad, is The Vanishing of Ethan Carter had potential and they ruined it. There are other not great games on this list. Mama Hybrid trying to call. Mama Hybrid is trying to call. Mama Hybrid. We might have to go to if she calls one more time, we might have to go to a BRB stream for a moment. So that's that. Tunic is amazing because it's like the opposite of Ethan Carter, where Ethan Carter tried to portray itself as one thing in like the trailers and everything, and then it becomes something different, and that something different is really bad. Tunic portrays itself in the marketing as, oh, you want to play this cute little fox in a sort of like Zelda-y game? Oh, go play it. And then you realize that's not what it is. Well, it is that for like, all right, I will be right back. We're going to talk to Mama Hybrid and then be right back on stream. Welcome back, everyone. All right. Yeah, I did actually see the Wi-Fi look like it went wonky for a second. So, but we're good. And it looks like our wired internet stayed strong. We didn't drop any frames on stream. So everything was looking good there. Okay, where was I? Where was I talking about Tunic? I don't remember. Oh my gosh. I was talking about how it's like a Zelda game and then it's not a Zelda game anymore. Just give 1 second. Let me just grab that cable a little better. Okay. Yeah. So that was what I really liked about Tunic, is how it starts off at one game, and then it completely changes genres, and they pull it off well. Finji pulled it off exceptionally well. I love how that game turned out, and the fact that it's gonna do a little change, I think also gets woven throughout the actual Zelda parts with all the shortcuts that are essentially like, oh, no, that was always there. But just because of the camera angle, you didn't maybe know about it. But that path was always there. It existed. You just didn't know because of perspective. So yeah, I really appreciate what Tunic did. Yeah. Game of the year. Sorry, Elden Ring. Sorry, Dad of War 2. Tunic was my game of the year. Not that I played either of you, but yeah. So Firewatch. I'm gonna make Firewatch a B. I think Firewatch was really good. It was just a little bit short. Sorry, Elden Dad. It was a little short. And it feels like the whole murder mystery part could have been maybe expanded on a little bit. Firewatch was interesting, and it definitely doesn't overstay its welcome. Like, I will rather a game be a little too short than a little too long. I thought they could have gone a little bit further with it, but there were plot twists. So yeah, I thought it was really cool. The voice acting in that game is top notch. I'm definitely gonna have it be a B. And again, if you disagree, I'm willing to massage these rankings a little bit. Stray is an A. Stray hits a vibe, a theme. You get to play as a cat. A very accurate representation of being a cat, I think. Again, a lot of the characters are very well written. The themes of the game are very cool throughout. The environments are gorgeous, even being a lot of like apocalyptic wasteland cities. The enemies in that game are bizarre, I wish those had been expanded on a little bit, but I had a ton of fun with Stray. Again, another game that doesn't wear out its welcome by any stretch. I think Stray is a definite A, not just because it rhymes. Hue. I am going to put Hue at... I'm going to put it at a B. Also, I'm going to put them in order amongst the tiers of like highest B to lowest B, or highest A to lowest A, and whatever. I'm going to put Hue here for right now. It's a really, really fun puzzle game with a really clever concept of changing colors to solve puzzles for about 85% of the game, and the last 15% is way too hard. It is, I said this when I was playing it, it is the sharpest difficulty curve increase I have ever seen in a video game. And if they had gradually brought you into some of those final puzzles, I think it would have been a lot better. And hey, you know I'm not opposed to hard puzzles. We're gonna get to the Entropy Center later. Hue starts off at about a 4 in terms of difficulty, maybe sometimes hits like a 5, and then all of a sudden jumps up to a 10. With like almost no middle ground. And that to me is a problem. It's not enough to kill the entire game. It's definitely gonna probably end up being on the lower end of B, but it's also, I think, what even keeps it from becoming maybe an A game was that last section. I Am Fish. Wasn't very good. Controls were not very good in this game. I know you're a fish. I know it's supposed to be that. I know it's a dumb game. It's not an F because the ambition wasn't there. It didn't take itself seriously enough to be an F. That's the difference. So I Am Fish is definitely a D. Midnight, I hope your child never sees this. Ghost Song. I'm gonna put this here for now. This is obviously the freshest one because we just came off finishing it. It's a fun Metroidvania that is actually more Hollow Knight-y and even Dark Souls-y than either Metroid or Castlevania. The atmosphere is really good. The vibe is really good. The enemies are really weird and body horror-y, which I appreciated. I think it's a little still on the shorter side. Like even for an indie game, I think it's a little on the short side. The characters were a little hit or miss. And that's like a big part of like the Hollow Knight vibe of it is like the cast of characters. Like the cast of Hollow Knight characters are great. This one, not so much for the most part. It also feels like you're in the second part of a 3-part story. And maybe that's supposed to be part of the charm of this game, is that you're kind of dumped in and it's like you don't get a lot of like intro answers or setup, and you don't get a lot of the finishing. You just get a lot of the middle. You get a lot of the part 2 of the 3-part trilogy. Some of the controls weren't the best, but I had a lot of fun with it. So I think I'm gonna keep it there for now. I may end up changing my mind. Far From Home, I'm gonna put as a C. It's an interesting thought. It's more of a thought of experiment than an actual game. Since it's just going through dialogue and occasionally picking different choices. It's not really much of a game there. The atmosphere is very good. The writing is, for the most part, quite good. There are some very interesting sections of that game, if you want to even call it a game. But again, there's not much game there, so I don't think it can really go above C. But for what's there, it's fine. So I'll keep it as a C. The Perfect Pencil. Yes, that is what that says. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to rank it because it was a demo. But what's funny is for the demo I played, I actually liked it for the most part more than Ghost Song in terms of being like a Hollow Knight Metroidvania kind of game. I actually think what the Perfect Pencil did was a lot better. But it's also just a demo. It's not the full game. So I'm gonna put it at C only because it's a demo. It could easily be though, when the final game comes out, it could easily be like a high B, even an A sort of game. Because what's there is very interesting. But since we have no idea how they're gonna stick the landing, it has to stay here right now. Donut County. Donut County's an A. The writing is too good. It's a clever game. It's very short, which probably keeps it from like maybe overtaking Stray. The characters are adorable and charming. Like, man, that was a really fun game. And whereas, is it too good? It's a bit too good. Whereas I think Hugh fumbles it at the 85% mark. Donut County is like, if the floor is here, Donut County's sitting about here for most of the game, and then the last like section just throws it into outer space. It's amazing. The final section of that game is so well done. I don't think it hits the highs of Stray overall as a game, but man, Donut County's really, really good. I'm throwing it as an A. Escape Simulator. We only played it a little bit. Like we played like one stream of it. So here's the thing with Escape Simulator. The static is back. All right. That really sucks since I can't hear the static. All right, tell me if that fixed it. I might just also have to change how this gets outputted then. Better? Okay, cool. So now I know it fixes it. I just don't know why it's happening. So here's the thing with Escape Simulator. Let me take a drink real quick. The thing with Escape Simulator is I only played it for one stream and I played a couple rooms. I've watched this get played by Cosmic Cadence a ton. So it's hard for me to separate what I know this game can be versus just my pure on-stream experience with it, which was still good. But I don't know how much I should let watching her play the game affect the ranking. And I remember because one of the rooms we played was very good. The other game was the other room was based on the Stanley Parable, and that started off really well and then kind of petered out. I'm gonna give, oh god, I think I have to put Perfect Escape Simulator here too, just because we didn't play a lot of it. I think if I was gonna add in my experience watching Cosmic play it, it would probably be around right here. You think it should be B? All right. I will put it above Hue. How about that? We'll put it right here. We'll put it above Hue. Let it be your overall knowledge. Well, it's my overall knowledge. I'm putting it here. Because this game is amazing, and what they have allowed creators to do is phenomenal. So I will make that be why it's the A. It will be the lowest A game. Any other game we put on here, it will be behind because we didn't play that much of it. But this is like the Mario Maker of escape room games. It's amazing. What we've seen people do in this game is tremendous. Why this game doesn't get more attention, I don't understand. It's fantastic. Great stuff. All right, Lake. I'm gonna give Lake a B. I'm gonna put Lake behind Hue. There were some very fun moments in Lake, but it wasn't able to carry it the whole way through. It definitely itches the escape room need. Absolutely. I would say Escape Simulator was created because of the pandemic. Like I would generally wonder if that game comes out when it does and how it does if the pandemic doesn't happen. I don't know, maybe. Lake had a very interesting premise where you're just going around delivering mail. Some of the characters were good, some not so much. And again, there wasn't much of an actual game there. Oh God, did something get changed? All right, well, at least it's getting replaced, I guess, instead of refunded. Sorry, Instacart stuff. So I'm gonna put Lake at B. Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Don't worry, I'm watching it. I figured. Where do we put this game? Like, I think it's a better game than Stray, but I enjoyed Stray more. I don't know. This is a weird one. Also, because I kept judging it against they only have the spinach left. Nice. Because I kept judging this against A Link to the Past, which is one of my favorite games of all time. I also don't even know if it's better than Donut County. So here's the thing. I think Zelda, this is the best of these four games. I had more fun playing these games. Even though I think this is still a very good game. Like, I'm not gonna drop it any lower than this, obviously. But I don't know. Like, again, I think this is a better game, but I had more. I'm gonna split the difference. This is a really good game, though. This is absolutely a really good game that we definitely played on real 3DS hardware. Yeah, Link Between Worlds was a nice twist on A Link to the Past, and it was enough of a remix. I think if it's in the right quality tier, you're fine with filtering by enjoyment. Okay, then yeah. I'm still gonna split the difference, even though I think I enjoyed Donut County a little bit more. Donut County was also only one stream, so I don't know if it's fair to compare a one stream game in that way to like a 10 stream game. So I'm gonna keep Zelda right here. I'm gonna keep it right there. Still a great game. It's a very, very fun game. Omno. I'm gonna put Omno right here. I think Omno was really, really good. A lot of really, and again, that was made by one person. And so I'm gonna have that bump it up because it was a very technically well-made game. It wasn't super jank. Very interesting environments, even in that sort of kind of low poly art style, which I think really worked for it. The puzzles I think were really clever in that game. There was like one section towards the end that wasn't quite as fun as the rest, but everything leading up to that was still really good, and it wasn't like a huge situation where the ending just the ending section was still good. It just wasn't as good, I think, as the rest of the game. I don't think it's enough to bring it above like Escape Simulator or Donut County or anything, but I was genuinely impressed by Omno. I didn't have like the highest expectations going in. I thought it'd be good, but I was very pleasantly surprised by Omno this year. I thought that was a really, really good game. Out of Line. Out of Line was a game we played in one stream during our 12-hour streamathon. It was a fun puzzle game. Didn't love the ending, but the puzzling was pretty fine. I'm gonna put it above Hue. Do I want to put it above Ghost Song? No, I'm gonna leave it right there. It's definitely a better puzzle game overall than Hue. Out of Line is the one Oh God, what do you do in that game? I remember you have the yellow spear and you would like throw it at things and then you could like recall it. You could use it to like jump up on platforms and you would be like sometimes chased by things. Let's see. Let's go out of line. Well, there we go. Yeah, it was this game where you would use the spear to like control devices and stuff like that. That was out of line. So I think it's a better game than Hue over like throughout the course of it. I don't think it's quite as good as Ghost Song or Firewatch, but I think I'm gonna leave it right there. Yeah. Quantum Break. The problem with Quantum Break is that I ended up, because of the order I played Remedy's games in, I kept comparing it to Control, which is a game that came after it. So how fair is that? I don't know. That's a tough one to wrangle with. I think Quantum Break is probably like a high B, low A. But maybe if I stop comparing it to Control, it's like a little bit better. I also don't know how I feel about like the live action settings, like the sequence, like the live action sequences. I think that was a really interesting idea and they got some really good actors in there, but it wasn't always the best quality. Where do we put Quantum Break? I think I'm gonna put there was some jank. All right, but here's the thing. Quantum Break also had Time Knife. I got to read Time Knife on stream. How many bonus points does it get because I got to read Time Knife on stream? You know? 0. No, Time Knife was amazing. What are you talking about? Time Knife was great. All right, we're gonna put it at the highest B right now. We'll put it there. Ruin King. Part of me, it dropped to an F. How dare you? How dare you? Time Knife is amazing. So here's the thing. Part of me wants to put Ruin King right here. I enjoyed it that much. It is a near pitch perfect RPG that doesn't make you incessantly grind to be at a good level. The voice acting is amazing. The writing, and here's the best part of Ruin King, especially because of when it came out, it did a better Ruination story than the actual League of Legends event. It was fantastic. Here's why we're dropping it here. Because, here's why. There was not only jank in this game, there was literal progression blocking bugs. The fact that I had to get the last legendary weapon off stream because of bugs, I have to drop it down. It's the best of the A tier. It is the best game in the A tier. But because of the bugs, I can't bump it up to S. I cannot do it. I want to. I really, really want to. It's gonna sit right there. It's the best A game. It's an amazing game. It is even with the bugs, it's an amazing game, but God, those bugs were frustrating. Like, I don't know what we expect. Maybe lowest of the S. I don't know. Those bugs were really bad. Like the bugs that were really bad weren't a ton. Maybe they've worked the bugs out. I don't think so. I checked on that game the other day. I don't think it's been updated since January. I don't think they have. Do you really want it to be up here? You really want it to be up here, Cosmic? All right, here's what. Okay. Congrats, Ruin King. Which B tier games do you think I'm being super generous on? I'm willing to reevaluate. Which ones do you think I'm being too generous on? Lake. Okay. How's that? Hue is a cool concept, but I didn't like the line one as much. See, I just think Hue fumbled it so hard at the end that's what really stuck with. That was my lasting impression of that game, was the ending and how hard it got. Like, again, kind of from out of nowhere. Out of Line had a much more gentle slope upwards, I thought. I do agree. I think Hue is an amazing concept. Yeah, I agreed 100%. The concept of Hue is really clever. If the ending, if you take out the last 15% of that game, I'd probably bump Hue up to about here. That's how bad I think the ending of the game is, that I would drop it to here. All right, so what do you value? I guess the question is, what do you value more? A game that's sitting at like a solid 70, or a game that gets up to like an 85 but also can drop down to a 50? Do you want consistency, like more bland consistency, or do you want a roller coaster that is actually just high for most of it and then just drops at the end? I don't know. I value consistency a little bit more. I think that's the difference between us. I value the consistency a little bit more than the big moments, because if I did, Hue would probably be higher. And then I guess it's also how much do those last 15 minutes matter. But again, I think that's like, again, that's the lasting impression, because there's nothing after that. If it was the middle, like 20%, I think I would bump it up again, but because it's the end, it's the last thing you do. Firewatch would be C tier? Really? Is that because it's not enough of a game? Like an actual video game? Zero tier list. I think the creative aspect is more for me because they stick out of my brain. That's fair. It's more boring. I didn't think Firewatch was boring though. That's the problem. Like, it's a walking simulator game, but it was interesting. I was interested in what was happening. I was interested in getting to the next place to see what happened in the narrative. Even if the game itself was not really a game, it kept me engaged. I think that's the difference in my head. Maybe that's why this is. Yeah, that's fair. All right, we're gonna keep going. You know what? Fine. We'll make this change. We'll change that. Immortals, Phoenix Rising. God, what do I do with this game? This is another game that ends really poorly. Multiple times it ended poorly. That's the thing. There's a lot of this game that's great. Are we counting DLC? Yeah, because we played the DLC on stream. So yes, we have to count it. Yeah. Unfortunately, we have to count it. which probably hurts. It probably hurts this game even more. They should be separate. Well, I can't add. I can't unfortunately add without completely recreating this. I can't add an entry for the DLC. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. The DLC would be C tier. The DLC would absolutely be C tier. If we were just taking the DLC, it would 100% be C tier. God, really? You think it's worse than Far From Home? And Lake, which you called very boring? I don't know. I think the Asian DLC second pack saves it a little bit. I know you didn't like it, but I think it saved it from being D tier. This is like the antithesis of Firewatch, where I hated the story but kept going because of the gameplay. Firewatch, the gameplay was nothing, but I kept going because of the story. I'm gonna throw it there. And again, I think it had really good moments. I think it botches the ending really hard. Again, because it's an open world game, the stuff with her brother kind of comes out of nowhere if you don't do it early in the game. It basically just put a fake mustache on. It was like, look, I'm definitely not Phoenix. It's funny because he didn't actually put on a mustache. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this B tier. I don't think it goes higher than Quantum Break. And I definitely don't think it's A tier. But I think the puzzles were really creative, so I think it has to be above these two. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it right here. Yeah, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. I'm good with it being B tier and below Quantum Break. All right, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Best A tier game? Some jank. A lot of money got thrown into this game. We saw the money. We saw the money in this game. There was the spider that killed itself. It did create one of the best clips from this channel. Although we have another game coming up here that also created some really good clips. I don't think I want to put it S tier. I don't know. I think no matter what, it's the best A tier game. It was really fun. It was my first like Souls-esque 3D game, so that was a lot. That was something to get into. The story was great. I thought the characters were amazing, and even as someone who doesn't care about Star Wars like me, I thought it was great. I throw points off because it brought in Darth Vader at the end. It was like one of the things I didn't want. I didn't want to see Darth Vader, so I saw him. So that kind of sucked. But the rest of the game was great. I think if we're overlooking the Ruined King bug, we can overlook the Jedi bugs. Okay, so I just don't know if it's an actual S tier game. I did have a lot of fun with it though. I did have a lot of fun with this game, especially once I actually got the combat down. Once I got comfortable with the combat, I did really enjoy it. I did really enjoy it. And the more like Jedi powers I got, and then I got to dual wield the lightsaber, and then I got a 2-end lightsaber. The progression was really good in this game. Like there were some down moments. Like again, the ice planet wasn't super fun. The ending base sequence wasn't the best because it kind of takes like a more like the game wasn't purely open world, but it felt a little more open than it was. Whereas the final section was essentially just going down a corridor. Boss fights were really good. Spider killed itself. You know what? Okay, so now the question is, was it better than Ruined King? I don't think so. Unless the bugs really matter. And if we're saying bugs don't really matter, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I will put Jedi Fallen Order S tier, but it's the bottom S tier.
I'm not sure I understand.
Me, you and me both, Siri. You and me both. Entropy Center.
I'm not sure I understand.
Oh, shut up. Entropy Center. Yeah. Entropy Center? Fun game? Ian, what's up? How's Christmas Eve? How's you going? I know the weather is bad, but welcome in. Stay warm with us while I sometimes flame games and sometimes praise them and bask them in the warm golden glow. Is this a tier list of games you've played this year? It is indeed. It very much is a tier list of the games I've played this year. So to quickly recap, we have right now Tunic, Ruined King, and Jedi Fallen Order are S tier, and these are going in order in the tier. A tier, we go Stray, Link Between Worlds, the Entropy Center, Donut County, Escape Simulator, and then Omno. B tier, we have Quantum Break, Immortals Phoenix Rising with the DLC, Firewatch, Ghost Song, Hue, and Out of Line. On the C tier, we have a demo of The Perfect Pencil, Lake, and then Far From Noise. D tier is I Am Fish. F tier is The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Because F that game. Chilling in Homebound, that's fine with me. Not a bad place to be on Christmas. So smart. So smart. All right. So we were on the Entropy Center. I liked the writing in this game. I thought the story was a lot of fun. There was those genuine, like, kind of weird ghost moments. That sequence, the PT sequence they had in there was really good. The time rewinding mechanic led to a lot of really good puzzles. Didn't love the ending. It's not a bad ending, the PT part. I don't know how else to describe that kind of thing. It's PT. It's PT. I don't know what more you want from me. That's what the game was. The Not Portal game. Yes. The Not Portal game had a PT section in it. Yes. Again, I will also say, even though we call it Not Portal, that game definitely made itself its own. No, I got you, Cosmo. I don't know if I can put it higher than Zelda or Stray. I don't know. Maybe I should. I really like the Entropy Center. It was like a really good Not Portal game. I don't know. I think it's definitely not S tier. It was not S tier. Stray was more unique. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I think I agree with you. Wow. The Entropy Center, 5th best game so far of the year? Wow. this game really came out of nowhere. Good for it. Since this is a definitive list, and awards will be handed out, all these game developers will get a plaque that has their rank on it, and the quality of the plaque is dependent on what kind of rank they get. The Vanishing of Ethan Carter devs will just get a bag of poop. That's all they're gonna get. It'll just have F in Sharpie written on it. Legit award ceremony coming soon. Absolutely. Yeah, good for the Entropy Center, man. Good for them. A lot of indie games on this A list. Stray was an indie game. Entropy Center was an indie game. Donut County was an indie game developed basically by one person. Omno was an indie game developed by one person. Escape Simulator is basically an indie game where most of the content is created by regular people. This is the only like AAA game on the A list. They get a box of Bean Boozled. All right. Where do we put League of Legends? So here's the part about League of Legends, and this is kind of what we ran into with Escape Simulator. I played a lot of League off stream. A lot of League off stream. And I had a lot of fun playing those League games. But we did play a little bit of it on stream. It wasn't my favorite game in the world to stream. So do we bump it up because of all the games I played off stream as well that I really enjoyed throughout the year? Or do I only judge it based on what I played on stream? And I'd probably put it more C tier. I'm gonna put it at the beginning of C tier. Yeah. I think I have to just kind of do what I did on stream with it. And I think it's high C tier. Again, it wasn't my favorite game in the world to stream, but I really enjoy it. I played a ton of games this year. Probably more than I have the last couple years, to be honest. I like a lot of the new champions that came out. I like the item rework. Had a lot of fun. So, but a lot of that was also off stream. So I don't know. I think this is a good place for it. Top C tier. And then Watch Dogs 2. I had a lot of fun with Watch Dogs 2. Lot of fun with Watch Dogs 2. But I also gave absolutely no flips about its story at all. Do we dare put it there? At the top of A tier? And its DLC was good. The DLC just gave me more of what I wanted, which is all I want a DLC pack really to do, is just give me more of what I want. Give me more game. Well, more of the game I actually enjoyed playing. Immortals. I really liked it. I like the DLC. I liked the moment-to-moment gameplay of Watch Dogs. I liked how many different ways. I like that you could legit do like a near pacifist run of this game. We definitely killed some people. Not a ton of people, but the fact that we could kill as few people as we did intentionally, I think we need to put it at the top of B tier or low A tier, and I think we're judging. Okay, Escape Simulator is coming down to here. You think Watch Dogs should be low A? Really? I'm very curious to hear your reasoning why Watch Dogs should be low A tier. Very curious. I think it's high A tier. I can be persuaded, but it's gotta be good reasoning here, because I really like playing Watch Dogs. And it did give us some really good clips. Blowing up gas stations unintentionally was a lot of fun. And there was that guy that got shot out by a motorcycle. That was fun. Got his legs taken right out from under him. Made me cackle. So I don't know. I think Watch Dogs should be really high. But I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to listen and why it should be lower. I'm willing to listen. But I really liked Watch Dogs too. I will put it this way. I'm definitely not dropping it below Escape Simulator. Most of the fact that nobody cares about the story and it's essentially GTA with cooler mechanics. Yeah, but people love GTA. It's like one of the most popular games in the world. Lee can go to F. No, it can't. It actually cannot. It's a very fun game. But it's not a good game. Why isn't it a good game? Why is GTA not a good game? It's a very good game. I'm never gonna play it, but it's a very good game. You would rank this way above GTA? I would also put this above GTA. GTA fans will kill me for saying that, but I would do the same thing. But I think both are good video games. Like, we have Immortals Phoenix Rising in the B tier in GTA. Again, I think Dark Souls, I don't want to play a Dark Souls game. I don't want to play Elden Ring. So I view Dark Souls and Elden Ring games like I view Breaking Bad. I can recognize that it is a great form of media that a lot of people enjoy and is high quality. I also have zero interest in it. GTA is in that bucket. I have zero interest in playing GTA. I recognize that it is an amazing game that a lot of people enjoy and is very high quality. But I have zero interest in playing it. I don't think it's high A tier. I do, man. I do. I just had so much fun playing Watch Dogs, man. Did I have more fun playing Watch Dogs than the other games? That's the question. Did I have more fun playing Watch Dogs 2 or Stray? Okay, you know what? When you put it that way, we'll do that. Watch Dogs is fun. Agreed. I had a lot of fun. I think Watch Dogs is fun for me because it gives you options. Like a lot of options. So yeah, those games are great. If Legion or even Watch Dogs 1 comes out on Game Pass or something, I might do it. Yeah, I know, but I'm willing to listen to you because you give a different perspective of having not actually played the games but watched the games. So I'm willing to listen to your reasons to take those into account. I know I have the final say here, but I'm at least willing to listen to your reasoning. You also don't think Donut County is A tier? Nah, writing in Donut County is too good. The writing in Donut County is goated. It's funny you say that, Ian, because I've actually probably listened to Cosmic more than I should. Because I do want her. I actually have invited her opinion more than I probably should. No, the writing in Donut County is amazing. I refuse to put Donut County lower than an A. The writing in that game is too darn good. Nah. And it's got trash pandas. You are gonna sit here and type into chat that a game with trash pandas in it is lower than A tier. I will not stand for this slander. I will sit here in this secret lab chair for this slander, but I will certainly not stand for it. So Watch Dogs 2. Back to Watch Dogs 2. Did I have more fun playing that or the Entropy Center? I think I had more fun playing Watch Dogs. Story and Entropy Center is a little bit better. but I think I like playing Watch Dogs 2 more enough. And there was just more of Watch Dogs 2. That's the other thing, man. Watch Dogs 2 had so much in it. So much in it. That's a gigantic game. I also loved how they did the Bay Area in that game. That was that was part of the charm of that game. It was just driving around the Bay Area. That was a lot of fun. So, yeah, I don't think I can put Watch Dogs 2 any lower than this. Yeah. Even if I didn't, I actually, and here's the thing. I say I don't care about the story, and I really didn't, but I cared about the relationships. I cared about Marcus and Wedge. I still want them to go on a buddy cop adventure together. When they're not actually cops, they're still like hacksaws. But like, I would play that game with just the two of them. Most of the other characters were cool too, except for the dude who got murdered halfway through because they didn't build his character up at all because they knew at some point they were gonna kill him. Which again makes his death feel very inconsequential and doesn't pack any sort of emotional punch because you don't care about him. But I cared about Wedge. If Wedge had died, oh God, I would have cried. I would have cried. The other guy, I don't even remember his name. So, yeah, Marcus and Wedge bromance, I was there for it. I was absolutely there for it. So even though I didn't care about the story itself, I cared about the characters, at least those characters. And the rest of the team was pretty good, except for the old guy they brought on halfway through to replace the dead guy. I didn't really care about him either. But Josh and Marcus and Wedge and the girl whose name is kind of escaping me at the moment, I cared about them. I didn't care about the story. And the Bloom guy was pretty cool too. Even though he was a gigantic douchebag, he was supposed to be a douchebag. I thought he played it being a douchebag very well. So, thank you for accepting my ranking, Cosmic. So, is there anything else at this point now that we've ranked every game we've played this year in any capacity on stream? Is there anything weird we still want to adjust, or are we good with where we've come to after this journey? You didn't like I Am Fish? No, I hated it. That game controlled poorly. It was dumb. It had a lot of mechanics that I feel just didn't work. It had a bad checkpoint system. No, I hated that game. Oh God, no. Oh no. It's one of the few games on stream I don't think we're ever gonna finish. No, What's the other? Oh, so it's not this bad. But if anybody has ever heard of the game, I have to actually remember how the last part is because I always call it Balan Wonderland because that's what I think it should be, but it's not Balan Wonderland. Yeah, it's Balan Wonderworld. Although I do appreciate that if you get here, wait. You can't really see that. Let me drag my browser window over just a smidge. So in the search, the first thing that comes up if you get to here is Balan Wonderworld, which is the name of the game. The second result is Balan Wonderland, which is what I keep calling it and should have been the name of the game. Okay. Anyway, this game is atrocious. It is awful. We played the demo of it way back in the day when we were kind of in the beginning of our stream days. And I was much kinder to it then than I would be today. Even though we only played for about 30 minutes. And even then I was like, the moment you get control of your character in this game, you can feel how bad this game is. This game feels bad. It's supposed to be like a collectathon platformer game. We're not gonna play the audio of this. It's supposed to be like a collectathon platformer game. Oh, here's the opening cutscene where you think this might actually be a good game because money was thrown at this cutscene. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then the game starts. Oh look, it's still the opening cutscene. The only good part of this game. And then the game starts. This game is terrible. This game is awful. This is a game that is supposed to be like a Mario 64 Banjo-Kazooie kind of game, and the gameplay is awful. It feels bad. There is one button you use in this game. Use your control stick and one button. And as you can see, you get different suits. If you don't have the right suit on, you can't jump. This is a platforming collectathon where if you don't have the right suit, you can't jump. This game is awful. It is F minus minus minus. It is terrible. All that said, I Am Fish gave me the same sort of feeling, though not nearly as visceral. But it's in that same, like, as soon as you start playing it, you're like, oh, this isn't fun. Nah, this isn't gonna be a fun time. No, I don't like this. No. You made it in that game almost as far as I made it in FFX2. Yeah, it's true. If Final Fantasy X-2 wasn't long, I would play it on stream. But I'm pretty sure it's a really long game because it's an RPG and everything. How long is that? How long is X2? Yeah, it's like at least 30 hours. You wouldn't watch it. I understand. Yeah. Like, and look at this completionist. Oh, you can guys see it's 111 hours completionist. 30 hours for the main story, 46 for main and extra, 111 for completionist. There's no way we would play this game on stream. I would rip my hair out. I would rip my hair out if I had to play this, the entire thing. I would do a one-off of this because I think it could be some dumb fun, but I wouldn't play through this entire game. No. And as we're usually closer to the leisure time than like the average or median, the leisure time on the main story of this game is almost 60 hours. No, we would not play this. We would not play this for 60 hours. Those games put me to sleep. Some are really good. I think FF10 is charming. 10 is charming. I don't like that it has an openly racist character in there, but you know, you gotta get the Albeds, brother. Those filthy, dirty Albeds. Oh, Waka. Oh, Waka. The Albed. Yeah, God. Whew, that was not good. Honestly, if I Waka Waka, if I had a better graphics card, I would play 15 on stream. 15 is fun. Like, 15 is pretty fun from what I've played from it. Again, it's not a turn-based RPG, so of course I'm gonna have more fun with it. He says, as he ranks a turn-based RPG as second highest game of the year. But again, Ruin King, unlike most RPGs, turn-based RPGs I've ever played, Ruin King knows how long it should be. No battle feels wasteful. No battle feels like a grind. It's just fun. Even oh, God bless, I love this game. I really do love this game. I couldn't get through Octopath Traveler. I couldn't get through Octopath Travel. I played about 15 hours of Octopath Traveler and I stopped. It's a fantastic game. I watched Cosmic play through the entire thing. It's wonderful. I can't wait for Octopath Traveler 2. I will never play it. I will never play that game. I would have played Ruin King if there was more. Like more game? Like there was more game to it? Like, yeah, like that, and that's the thing I liked about Ruin King. Like, I fought pretty much every enemy I came across. And I know that that's what the game kind of wants you to do, because by the time you get to the end of the game, you're level capped. I wouldn't have minded more Ruin King. Let me put it that way. I wouldn't have minded more Ruin King. I just think they were very smart about how many battles you did along the way. That's what I mean. I wouldn't have minded more Ruin King. I feel like Octopath and most turn-based RPGs have too many fights. Ruin King, I didn't feel that way. I thought Ruin King was very judicious in how many fights it had. And it gave you, but I also would not need to still not have the grinding stuff. Yeah. Hey, if Ruin King DLC ever came out, we'd play it in a heartbeat. I am down for more Ruin King. Octopath went a little bit RPG. Oh, it went a lot of Cosmic. Let's be real. If you want to get the true ending of Octopath Traveler, you have to grind the flip out of that game. That game absolutely turns into a grind fest. You have to. There's no getting around it. It wasn't through the whole game. No, it's a little grindy, I still feel. I also don't like the what do you call them? Not surprise battles, but like the whole invisible enemy thing. I don't like that. I think it's 2022. We don't have to do that anymore. Just put the enemies out on the map like Ruin King did. Let me choose to let me choose to engage with them or not. Give me a little bit of agency in that, please. So that saves it a bit, but it's why I haven't finished the final boss. Yeah. Octopath isn't super grindy, but it is a little grindy. But that last run to the final ending is, you need to have grinded so much. So much. Which is truly tragic. Because that final boss is super cool. It's a really cool final boss, but oh my God, do you need to have grinded so much before then. But I'm very excited for Octopath 2. I think it's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a very, 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 very good game. You can check it out, maybe. over at twitch.tv/Cosmic Cadence. It's like 4 of your characters on level, but the other ones you didn't use aren't. Yeah, pretty much. So you have to build them up. Yeah. If you didn't know and you just treated it like most RPG games and you just found a party you liked and grinded with them. That's the other thing like Ruin King did that I really liked. Not only do people not in your party get the same amount of XP as the people who are in your party, you also had like the XP bonus item that you could put on someone who wasn't in your party, and they're leveling up even more without them being there. So like, if I don't want to use Yasuo right at the moment, but I want to maybe use him down the line, I don't put him in my party. But he levels up a ton even while not being there. That would have fixed Octopath? Absolutely. Yep, you're exactly right. Shared EXP. Every game should do it. RPG purists get bent. Every game should do it. It's again, in the year of our Lord 2022, every RPG should have shared EXP. And you cannot change my mind on that. I refuse to have it changed. So yeah, I think that's a good list though. Let's save this list. Perfect. Cool. So we have that forever now. Our wait, Cosmic, you've heard that expression, right? In the year of our Lord 2022? Really? Surely you have. Surely. All right. So there we go. Our tier list is locked. We're locked and loaded. Really? Oh my God. People like to use that on the internet so much. That and my brother in Christ. That's that I do, and I also do like that one. My brother in like when you're trying to be a little patronizing, you're like, my brother in Christ. What are you doing? It's a very fun expression. It's a very fun expression when you really want to sound patronizing. Just, my brother in Christ, why did you post this? It's fun. I'm with the culture. I'm with the Zoomers. So yeah, there's our list. So S tier, Tunic, Ruin King, Jedi Fallen Order. A tier, Stray, Watch Dogs 2 and the DLC. The Entropy Center, A Link Between Worlds. My mouse is frozen. What? Oh, because my mouse died. Okay then. Donut County also in the A tier, along with Omno in the B tier, Escape Simulator, Quantum Break, Immortals Phoenix Rising and its 3 DLC packs, Firewatch, Ghost Song, Hue, and Out of Line. On the C tier, League of Legondos, the demo of The Perfect Pencil, Lake, and Far From Noise. D tier, I Am Fish. F tier, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. It's a good list. It was a good year. So with that, I think we're gonna call the stream here. I think that's it. I think we're good. This was a good stream. We got our mic sounding pretty good. Ooh, you can see. Okay. Once we get to our chatting scene, you can see the ring a little bit better. When we go full screen with the cam, you can see the ring pretty decently. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. That's not too shabby then. So then maybe I can actually show a little, maybe, hopefully, hope this works. If we do this, it doesn't. Dang it. Whatever. I tried to mute the microphone and it didn't. And I can't use the mouse because it doesn't work. So it's okay. It's okay. We're good. But yeah, I do think you can see it a little better. It does pick up a little better. So there you go. As Cosmic is putting in the chat, you can also see my socials right there on that very real sign right back there. Twitter, Hybrid Let's Play 1, Instagram, Hybrid Let's Play, and YouTube is at Hybrid Let's Play. Music dead again. Here, I'll just kill it. We'll just go music list the rest of the way. Schedule. We're going to we're obviously stream Mondays and Tuesdays 8 p.m. Eastern, Saturdays 9 p.m. Holiday hours are also a thing. As you can see, because it's Christmas, we're streaming earlier in the day. There will be no 9 p.m. stream tonight, obviously. Join the Discord over there. Welcome. Go to the Cosmic Space. It's a wonderful place. We'd love to see your face and your presence you will grace. Yes. I added a 4th line this time. Oh, Cosmic. Thank you for blessing us with this holy water for the holiday tree. And then the very nourishing sunlight as we praise the sun to give the holidays to the holiday tree the power it deserves right on the day before its most holiest of days for the holiday tree. But that is going to do it for this edition of Hybrid Let's Play. I don't want to get too gushy about the amazing year it's been. We can do that next week. But this has been a great year. God, just as I really enjoyed going through that list of games again. God, a lot of those were really, really good games. We played a lot of really fun games this year on stream. And I'm excited to see what the rest of the year and 2023 holds. But for you all out there, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Otherwise, have a fantastic holiday season. Hope you have some time off work, some time to spend with friends, family, any sort of loved ones you have. And please stay safe, wear your masks, get vaxxed and boosted, and be good to each other. Merry Christmas, Merry Festivus. Merry Christmas to you out there in chat, Ian. Merry Christmas to you, Cosmic. Merry Christmas to you, Thick, if you're still in chat. Merry Christmas if you're lurking here. Merry Christmas to you as well. Until next stream, everyone, I am Hybrid for Hybrid Let's Play. Telling you to take control, take care, and have a merry good time.